Hey everyone, this is Tim Verdouw, and today I'll be reviewing Massfluence, which is a platform to set up professional communities. These can be free communities, paid communities, gamified communities. And basically it's what you're seeing right here in the background. When I click on one of these communities, you can see that inside of a group, so you can set up multiple groups, you have a timeline just like you see on Facebook. People can respond to each other. And when I, for example, like a post, I'm earning points in the background, which adds me to a leaderboard here. When I go to a leaderboard, you can see here that Daphne is at the first position because she earned 27 points. So this really motivates people inside of your groups to interact with each other posts, to post new posts themselves, etc. Because a lot of people, actually everyone, likes to be on top of a leaderboard. So that really motivates people to be active inside of your community. And inside of a community, you can also set up paid membership. So for example, this is a group inside of a community, and then you can also set up premium members only, where you need to pay to get access to that area. But also inside of a community, you can set the channels, for example, where you have free channels and paid channels. So for example, this is a muscle building VIP training course, which they can buy for $299. But you can also add free trainings like the Healthy Habits free course for a limited time. When you click on this, you can go through this whole course and you can get this course for free. So inside of a community, you can set up your groups, and inside of each group here, you can set a feed, members, channels. You can even set up events inside of your communities here. Like these are 3 events. And when you click on this, you can register for the call. For example, you have the leaderboards like I just showed you, where people can earn points by sharing posts, by liking posts, by creating new posts, etc. And everything can be managed from the dashboard. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you as much as possible so that you have an idea what is possible. But personally, I saw so many things inside of this platform. It's really a full-blown platform with so many options. So it can be maybe a bit confusing when I go through this platform, but that's because there's so much included. There's so many layers inside of a community, which is pretty cool because that gives you a lot of options. So first of all, you need to go and create a community here. And as you can see, there are 4 communities inside of this dashboard, and you create a new community simply by clicking this plus button. But I'm going to work inside of this fitness gym, and that's the community that we just saw here with a timeline where people can post on this timeline, where people can respond, etc. But also where I can set up my own channels inside of this community with all different kind of courses, posts, etc. So when you set up a new community here, you can manage the community in here. So basically you create a community and then you set up your groups here. So when I click on groups, you can see I set up 2 groups, and these are the groups that you're seeing here at the left side. These are 2 groups that you're seeing here. And those are the 2 groups that I've created here in the backend. And for each group, so let's say this group, Absolutely Freaks of Fitness, you have your own feed, your own members, your own channels, your own events, your own leaderboard. And for the premium members, exactly the same. It's going to create a new feed, new members, new channels and events. But this is for premium members. So you can ask people to pay for this membership in order to get access. Now, one of the cool things about Massfluence as well is that you can run, for example, paid ads or traffic to your pages. And let me switch window to a version where I'm not logged in. So when people land on your page, let's say you're going to run YouTube ads to your community. I'm also going to give you a free tool. If you purchase this from me, I'm going to give you a free tool where to find the best videos to advertise on. There's a link in the description. Make sure to check that out. Also to get access to Massfluence. When people land on your website, let's say you're going to drive traffic through YouTube ads to your fitness community or to your weight loss community, etc. When they scroll over this, and there are so many good posts in here, they want to ask a question as well. So let's say they want to respond. So what happens is when they want to respond, this window pops up where they first need to create a new account in order to be able to respond to those posts. And this is how you can build your list very easily, because the traffic that comes to your community is going to sign up in order to become part of that community, to be able to respond to your posts, to be able to create new posts. So let's say somebody joins your weight loss group. They want to know how to lose weight fast. They want to create a new post, but in order to do that, they first need to create their own account first. And that's a very easy way to build your list. Now, what you can do inside of the groups here, you can create these groups, and then from here, inside of a group, you have your channels in here. So this is a channel. Let me click on channels. You can see this is the muscle building VIP training course for $299. This is a product for sale that people can purchase. This is a course, and this is resources, for example. That can be set up in here. So when you go click on channels, so now we're in the third layer, right? So we had the community, then we had the next one, and now we're in our channels. This is where you set up those muscle building VIP training course and the product for sale and the healthy habits stuff for free. So when I click on this, I can start creating this. I can set all the details for this course, and I can add my lessons to this as well. So when I go back here, when I go to the right menu here, I have some extra options. So I can lock this channel. I can lesson reorder. So when I go to the lessons in here, you can see these are the lessons that have been created. And you can create these lessons at a different place inside of the platform. You can reorder that in here. So these channels can be created in here. And it takes some time to get used to all the platforms. You're going to get training on the inside, how to manage everything as well. But as you can see here, now I manage my groups in here. So these are the channels inside of a group. So this is the channels that you saw in here. You can visit this group, of course. But in the actions in here, you can manage your group members. You can assign roles, your FB share, your custom scripts, so that you can run your Google scripts, your Facebook scripts, etc. You can launch this group. You can go to the group settings. So inside of a group, you also have group settings. Let's say you want to approve the post first before people are going to place this. You can enable or disable a leaderboard. You can do geo-based restrictions, yes or no. And inside, that's what I just told you here, is you can set up gamification, group reorder, privacy terms, other settings, language settings. So let's start from the bottom here, the language settings. Look at all these languages in here. General text, you can change everything in here to your own language if you like to. You see that everything can be changed. You can type your own thing in here if you want to set this up in a different language. If you want to go to other settings in here, do you allow manual payments, GDPR settings, phone number required, yes or no? You can set the tags inside, phone number, country codes, a default currency. So you can also use another currency for this specific group. What do we have more here? Group reorder, gamification. So for each group, you can set up gamification. So you have posts, comment, likes, and viral shares. When somebody has a new post, you say, I'm going to give that person 5 points for posting a new post. And when they comment to a post, they're going to get 3 points. When they like a post, they get 2 points. When they do a viral share, they get 5 points. Now, if you want to reward them, you can create badges inside the platform. So in this case, we have a gold member, and he's going to get this badge, a gold badge. And somebody is a silver member, and he's going to get a silver badge. So in this case, we set up 5 different badges. And in the next step, you can assign these badges. So you can say, when somebody has 250 points, he's going to get this gold member badge that we set up here in the previous screen. When somebody has 150 points, they're going to become a silver member. And you can add new ones here as well. And you can assign the amount of points to these badges in here. So as you can see, there's so many possibilities inside of this platform here, inside of the setting. And that's for a specific group. For each group, you can do totally different gamification, totally different settings. And you can switch groups very easily here at the top. So let's say I'm going to change the settings on my Lucky Pet community. Look here, I can change the settings for my Lucky Pet environment for that community. So we stick in the Fit for Less Gym community in here. because from here you can manage everything. So we've set up the channels in here, and inside here you can also assign all these other things in here. You can go through all these menus. And when we go back now to our groups here, sorry, to our communities, that's where we manage the other things. So now we only managed our groups. Inside of the actions menu, you can set up the resources library. Remember the things that we saw in here, the resources here, fitness resources. You can set everything up in here. So you can add these resources in here. The lessons library. So if you want to set up a lesson like we did here with the Healthy Habits free course, you can set up these lessons in here. So these are all different kind of lessons. You can set it in here. So let's go to the lesson library. Here you can set up all these lessons in here. And you can change from community again. Here you can change. And you can add new lessons in here. So you can add content lessons, video lessons, audio lessons. So let's open one here so you can see how that works. So these are all video lessons. You can give a title, a description. You can even add another description. Then you can add your video URL. Now you need to have your own video player. So this can be YouTube, this can be Vimeo, etc. You can enable your video to download. You can add your image to that. And this way you can add your lessons. So you can also do a audio lesson in here. So when you click on audio, basically that works the same here. You need to have your audio URL, etc. But that's how you set up your lessons inside of a group. There's more possible here. So if your lessons, you have your assets that you can add, email notifications. So you can set up email notifications here for, this is the review access account, but hi member, welcome to our community. We're super excited to join, blah, blah, blah. And here are the email, the password that they're going to receive from you. And like I said, each group can be managed. Everything that we just saw is just from one group in here. We can set up our autoresponders. So all these autoresponders in here are supported here. Look at this. Let's mail, email access, Infusionsoft, one shopping cart. These are all the integrations that are supported. You can pause the video if you like to. And you can connect that autoresponder to each specific group. What do we have more here? Actions. FB share, custom scripts, so you can add your own custom script. CNAME, very important. If you want to run this on your own domain, you can do that as well. You can clone your community. Integration, so let me check the integration. So these are the payment systems that are supported. So PayPal, Stripe, Razorpay, manual payment, and Flutterwave payment. Autoresponders, I just showed you this. All these autoresponders are allowed or are supported. Webinar registration software. Other integrations, SMTP, Uzyme. That's all possible inside of Massfluence. Let me see, what do we have more? So those are the integrations. This is basically how you set up a group. Now, inside of a group, let's say you go to a paid part. So you go to the channels in here. Here you can also sell your products, but here, this is, for example, muscle building VIP training. When I click on this, you can read more about this training if you have added more information. And here you can add your payment so that you can get access to this specific training. So that's what I wanted to show you. Also here, where you can see the points, make a post to get 5 points, comment on a post to get 3 points, like a comment or a post to get 2 points, viral share of a referral link, 5 points. And here they have their links. So when they share this, they're going to get new points, etc. And everything will be handled in the background automatically. And you can set up all these channels. You can add all these channels. You can check out your members, who are the members of your group. And inside of this, you can see the membership info of that a specific person, date of birth, how many comments, likes, etc. But also the leaderboard. I think I showed you that at the beginning. So you can see exactly who's the most active person here. That's Daphne in this group. She's position 1, 27 points. So she has 1 badge as well. So you will see that also when you go over the timeline here. You can see, let me see if I can find that, Daphne. If I can show that to you. I don't see it right here. So I'm not sure where you can see the badges, etc. But it should be visible as well. But as you can see, this is kind of a group where you can set up very niche specific groups where people can talk about a specific subject, where people can ask questions about a specific subject, and where you can teach them inside of your channels as well, and where you can create those events. So these events are, for example, in your webinar software or in your Zoom software. When people go and join this training, you can redirect them to that software here. Click here to register, and you can redirect them to your Zoom software, etc., etc. Let me see if there's more. So that's inside of one. You can visit this, and inside of group here, let me see where that was, because there's more. Let me see. I think I need to go to Launch Community. When I go to Launch Community here, yes, you can visit this. And of course, like I said, you can run this on your own URL. You can embed this on your website as well. So let's say you want to embed this whole community. You want to embed these pages. You can do that on your own website as well. You can simply copy this code and embed this on your WordPress website. You can also get QR codes. You can design the QR codes in here, like the text color, etc., that people can scan, and then they will be redirected to your courses as well. Here you can set up your groups here. So basically the left menu works a bit together with the menus here that we just saw. So you have your groups in here that you set up. You have your events that you can set up in here. So for each community here, you can switch between communities, remember? So this was for the fitness, but for the Lucky Pet community, you can set up other events. So this is a cat's day out. This is a dog VIP webinar. This is a puppy day out. So here you can manage this very quickly between the different communities. Now, integrations, we already saw that. So these are the integrations. You can manage your clients from here. And this is a very cool option that you can set up a community in here, and then you can set up clients that can log in for your community. So you can set this up for your customers. You can say, hey, I want to set up a community for you. You can charge for creating communities, and then you can add them in here as client, where you can set them up in here, client name, client email, confirm password, and then they can log into the community as well. Your sales in here, so you can see the sales that have been placed inside of your community. And again, here you can switch between communities, so you can check out the sales for the different communities. You have your analytics in here, where you can check out everything like the total groups, the total assets, etc., the total comments, the total post activity. Here you can change that for the different communities again. You can manage all your members that have registered for the different communities. Remember, again, we can switch between communities here again. So you can see those have registered for my community. And from here, you can manage those members. So you can assign them to a different group. You can check out the sales for each person. You can edit this person. So let's say you want to change this person here. You can do that as well. You can enable or disable those. You can export these members or import new members. Yeah. Like I said, there's so many possibilities. This is the main dashboard. You can watch tutorial videos in here. So there's a lot of tutorials. So you know exactly how to set up your communities, creating side channels, adding resource channels, creating, selling your courses, selling your products, managing sales and members, adding leaderboards to your group, etc. Yeah, it's, in my opinion, a very cool product. Well made, and yeah, if you're interested in getting this software, there's a link in the description of this video. Make sure you check that out. I'm also going to give you free software to find the best videos on YouTube where you can advertise to your communities as well. There's training included, etc. Software where you normally pay monthly, you're going to get it completely free, plus some extra free upgrades from me as well. Pricing is on my page as well. It's not, I don't have access to that right now, so make sure to check out my page to get the pricing to this product. And if you have any questions, just ask them on YouTube. I'll be more than happy to answer your questions. And of course, please like this video if this was useful for you. Also, consider subscribing to my YouTube channel if you haven't done yet. I do a lot of product reviews, and if you like to stay updated, hit that notification bell so that you get notified each time I upload a new review. Hey, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video. Talk soon. Cheers.